and Lessard taking the punches, and he's trying to get his shots in too.
Yeah, maybe now both guys have seemed to lose a bit of their power. They're both tiring out a little bit, and we're not seeing them shocker punchers we've seen earlier from Rocky. But the only way Anthony can get himself in big trouble now is if he walks in and gets hit coming in.
So this would almost kind of help Anthony Lessard, Ken, if Floriano is tiring, like you say. It would be more in his favor to hopefully get a couple of shots in and shake up his opponent.
Exactly. What Anthony's corner's got to start telling him to do now is keep your hands up, shorten your punches up, and throw more punches. Try and take this boy into the 6th round of it, because the Rocky seems to be getting a little bit tired in this last round.
Lessard misses with a big right hook.
See, both guys seem to have gotten a lot tired. There's Rocky. He's breathing pretty heavy. He seems to be getting tired, but there's no stopping. Anthony's got a lot of guts.
Oh, Lessard misses with a huge left, and then Floriano looks to take advantage by popping him with a couple of short shots himself. Seconds to go here in the 4th round, as Anthony Lessard seems to be waking up a bit out of a bit of a doldrum where he started the fight and got hit with a couple of bombs, but he's looking pretty good through 4.
Yeah, that seemed to be the best round for Anthony Lessard. If any round was even, that round was pretty even. Anthony's showed a tremendous amount of heart. Obviously, he's in better condition than I've ever seen him, because he weathered the storm for the first 3 rounds and fared pretty well in the 4th round. A lot better than I figured he would fare. I thought the whole fight was going to go downhill from there.
Here's some of the action from that last round, Ken, and you can see where Anthony Lessard's trying to stay in tight with Floriano, and it did benefit him quite a bit that round, even though both boxers were throwing quite a few punches.
Well, Anthony, like I said, and I'll keep saying, he's showing that great Canadian heart. He's got lots of guts. His conditioning is great, and he's hanging right in with this guy. The guy seems to have an answer for him, but Rocky seems a little tired. If you look at him on the ropes now, he's got his hands in the ropes. He's a little bit tired. If anything, that's going to save Anthony and give him a chance to maybe go to 6 rounds. But right now, he's 1 punch away. Anthony's 1 punch away from being stopped.
Well, let's take a look at Ken Lacusta's scorecard through 4 rounds. Kenny, how do you got it?
Well, I got it. Rocky pitching pretty well a shutout. The last round I had even. I thought that was Anthony's best fight of the fight. And he's got to keep doing what he's doing, keep the hands up. He just dropped his hands. This guy's going right hand crazy on him because he sees he drops that left hand, but he's got to keep his hands up, shorten up his punches, more punches with more speed if he wants to get through this fight. Looks like maybe Rocky took a round off last round.
Good body punches by Floriano. Then he throws a right and a left and another right. Catches Lessard. Lessard trying to weather the storm here as Floriano's come out with a little bit more energy, something that we did not see in the last round.
Yeah, it looks like Floriano might have took a round off last round. Well, on my scorecard, I had that a draw, but he's looking back to his normal self in this round. And Anthony's got to watch out because this guy's a good puncher.
Come on, guys, fight out of there, fight out of there. This up, right.
I wish he'd take some of these fights and show them into the East Coast of the United States. I think they'd really enjoy him. You're not watching Floyd Mayweather here. You're not watching Mickey Hatton, but you're watching some really good, entertaining bouts. Guys aren't falling down with 1 shot. Boys are trying to win these fights. And really, they're not getting paid a lot of money, but they're certainly trying to win these fights. And that's what these people here are paid to see tonight.
Well, I think you're right about Lessard's nose being broken, Ken, because lots of blood coming from his nose. Some rabbit punches by Lessard.
But all clean. He's hitting those rabbit punches were inside, so there's nice punches by Anthony to keep busy like that. Anthony's trying to stay close to him now because Anthony's a little tired, and so is Rocky. I think we've seen the best of both of these guys, and in the first 5 rounds, it's the 5th round, and the pace has been at a pretty good pace, James, the whole fight.
Floriano tees off on a right, then Lessard comes back with a right of his own.
Good for you, Anthony. That's a real good comeback right hand. You get hit with a good right hand, and he come back with a right hand. You know, very, very good. I mean, he's in the height of a huge combat, and he comes back with his own right hand. It's a sign of a good fighter.
You got to stop doing that. You got to stop putting your head down there. Both of you guys, ready?
Warning by referee John Brack telling both boxers to quit keeping their heads down. And now he's telling them both to start fighting again.
Anthony's got to keep his hands up. He can't drop his hands with this guy.
Stop. Wait.
Coming up a little later, we've got the WBC Super Featherweight Championship of the World as the champ, Jelena Mrjinovic, will be taking on Lindsay Scragg out of England. Seconds to go here in the 5th round as Anthony Lessard battles Rocky Floriano out of Toronto.
That's 2 rounds in a row, and Anthony a draw in both of those last 2 rounds. It's surprising that Anthony can come back from the first 3 rounds where he got the worst of it real bad. So, you know, Anthony the last 2 rounds has really gotten this Rocky's attention. Hasn't had him with the greatest shots, but he's got his attention.
Here's some of the action from that 5th round, Ken, and like you say, Anthony Lessard doing a good job of hanging in there after you know, going down in round number 2. But he's trying to, you know, Lessard's looking to hit that, get that big punch on Floriano. He just hasn't been able to do it so far.
Well, Floriano's defense isn't that bad. His offense is great, but his defense is decent, and Anthony's not exposing his defense. So, but Floriano, I think he's been winded since after the 3rd round. I don't think we've seen the first 3 rounds. We've seen a real firecracker, but the last couple rounds he slowed down. Probably see him come out strong here for the last round.
This is the 6th round between Anthony Lessard out of Edmonton, Rocky Floriano, and now they're starting to throw some punches. Big right by Floriano. Lessard trying to hang in there, and he slipped a couple of times on the canvas.
Yeah, he thought he had him going there. He's winging some big shots, and he's trying to take Anthony out here. He's trying to take Anthony out here. And Anthony's fighting back.
Lessard throwing some body punches. Referee John Brack steps in. And there you see Floriano looking to tee off on that big right hand again.
Floriano's looking for that. Rocky's looking for that big right hand. He thinks he can end it with 1 punch, and he probably can if he catches Anthony coming in. But Anthony's proven to be very bothersome in these last 3 rounds. Too bad Anthony didn't the first 3 rounds come out like this, because his last 3 rounds he's looked really good. This round he's a little bit behind, but he's certainly trying the best he can. And he's forcing the issue.
Right.
Anthony's forcing the issue, like right there with the left hook. Anthony's trying to come back in this fight. I got the last 2 rounds even in this fight. I think Anthony's got himself back close to the fight. Of course, he's not winning it, but he's at least back in the fight.
Floriano throwing a lot of punches here, a lot of short punches, and Lessard doing a good job. He's had a lot of success at that left hook, and I think he's just kind of noticed that over the last 2 rounds. That left hook has been very good for him against Floriano.
Yeah, it has. Anthony's fought back very strong these last 3 rounds. There he is trying to spin him. Anthony's in good shape for this fight. I don't think he can be in better shape than he is. Been hit hard early and coming on late. It's a sign of a good fighter.
Keep up.
Oh, there's
Big
a
miss.
Big overhand right by Anthony. He's got to start that low behind with the double jab and then start that big overhand right. He just can't throw it from southpaw.
Push it down.
There's a big right and then another left, and that got the attention of Lessard. Some blood coming from the right eye of Lessard. And there you go. Anthony Lessard having a tough time here with Rocky Floriano, and Floriano looking for that knockout.
Yeah, Floriano knows he's got him where he wants him right now, but is he going to have enough to take him out of here?
Well, you can see the fatigue, and there's just seconds remaining here in the round, and Lessard looking for the knockout, and he's battling.